The race was not given to the swift, but to the one who can endure. Communicate, but tell them nothing. It is currently 4:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, August 5th, 2025. And we're back at it with another general, timeless, intuitive reading for my soul tribe, Divine Divinity, and whoever else resonates with any of these messages at any time that you come across them. Anything that resonates, you want to be sure that you're going within and to the Holy Spirit of the Most High for a confirmation as how the messages and energies pertain to and correlate with you and your personal situation. This helps to continue to create and foster a one-on-one relationship with the divine, as well as exercising your spiritual, intuitive, discerning muscle. Okay? It's what we do here in Divine Divinity. So I received a lot of downloads that I've made notations on, but I'm not going to address them at this moment. I'm not being guided to. However, it shall be revisited as things are currently under review within the Saturn and Mercury's retrograde. We're also 3 days away from the Lion's Gate, August 8th. So manifestation portal, and also the day before my birthday. Alright? So as I split the deck of my initial channel messages, bad decisions. Someone is out here making bad decisions, but I don't feel like it's you, Fem Masculine. 2:27 on the clock timer. There's no place like home. So somebody's making bad decisions regarding your home. Okay? Sister act back in the habit. So this has something to do with your sisters, maternal or paternal. 246 on the clock timer. Double steps in the right direction. Commonalities of 2, union, companionship, partnership energy, regardless of which end of the spectrum. This could be the focus of what's coming in for you from outside energy, and this could be your focus as well, or one of your focuses. Yeah, somebody's stressing an obsession. Sister act back in the habit, bad decisions. See, regardless of which way you look at it, it's leading back to third-party energy. And I know that some may look at it as projection or lacking accountability, but when you have done the work on self, you know when energy is coming from you and when it's being projected onto you. Okay? That's the difference here. And you know how to use your gift. They're mirroring you. Okay? So water energy could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. On either end of the spectrum, the energy itself is significant. Okay, that does not mean that someone has to be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They could be, but it's not a prerequisite to the messages. You could have significant water sign placements in your chart, your birth chart. Or you could just be in the energy of water. Okay? Water energy talks about healing, flowing, the flow of healing. So somebody could be trying to obstruct the flow of your healing as you're going with the flow in your healing. Okay, so again, polarity. Water also talks about not only healing and the flow, it also talks about intuitive ingenuity, intuition, being able to see beyond what's surface. And speaking of surface, water also talks about reflection, mirroring. So on the surface, someone is mirroring you. Stressing and obsession, sister act back in the habit, making bad decisions. And you know the mirror effect. That's what I'm going to call it, the mirror effect. Okay, so within this mirror effect, you know when you're looking in the mirror, for whatever reason, you're looking in the mirror, you're seeing yourself but in an opposite fashion. Okay, so people are mirroring you. This could be on your devices, energetically, mentally, or whatever the case. Yeah. What they're mirroring is showing up as the opposite effect of you. Polarity again, okay? Dark room. There is something significant here about a dark room. Something to do with stones as well, and a dark room. Stones, crystals, numbers. Somebody's taking a gamble in the dark. I'm hearing runes. So somebody is using runes, okay, barrier protection. Okay, this could either be you with a barrier of protection around you of divine energy, or somebody's trying to surround themselves within runes in a dark room to protect themselves from things that they have called upon. I'm hearing called out my name. So somebody was petitioning entities, deities, and energies by name that they should not have been doing, is what I'm getting. Yeah, something about storage here. This could be a physical storage, 7:33 on the clock timer. Or this could be a storage on your devices, hidden storage compartment. Yeah, it's very something like that. Oh, it's regarding a generational curse breaker here, y'all. Okay? Stressing and obsession over a generational curse breaker. Briefs. They're mirroring you. So these briefs could be your underwear, or these could be legal documents. Okay? I'm hearing cast. C-A-S-T. Cast. So somebody, as in cast your cares upon me. Casting a line from a fish pole, fish rod. Trying to catch something. Casting, as in casting images from a device onto another device, aka mirroring. It's something like that that's going on. Yeah, see, you got this. Keep going. Okay? Hooey, Holy Spirit. Rotting from the inside out. So somebody is rotting from the inside out. The details are in the briefs, these documents. Tales from the crypt. So someone could be a medium communicating with the ancestors. messages coming from the other side, or this could be somebody getting messages from the other side and perverting them, using them, bending the energy for karmic reasons, things that they should not be doing. Okay? This is your last chance, so this is a warning. These warnings have been coming out. They don't calibrate from within. They rely on other people. They don't listen to the messages from their guides, their ancestors, the angels, the prophets, the divine prophets, the holy prophets. They don't listen. But yeah, hidden animosity. They cannot see this hidden animosity. Usually it's regarding, fem masculine, divine, and chosen ones. But this hidden animosity, 1010 on the clock timer, 1010 completion, 10th house energy, Saturn and Capricorn. Professional path, public persona, social standing. This hidden animosity is in regard to the ancestors. Because these people don't want to listen to their own guidance, yet being validated by others. This hidden animosity is their ancestors, because they can't even see that their ancestors are pissed at them. 1040 on the clock timer, tax code for entrepreneurs. Shout out to my fellow entrepreneurs. Yeah. See, yeah. Stressing and obsession, and this is in the same line. Stressing and obsession, generational curse breaker, hidden animosity. So someone of their own bloodline has betrayed their ancestors by calling on their names against a holy one, a divine being. 1113 on the clock timer. That number could be significant. Or November 13th. Sacred path. See, you're on your sacred path. A generational curse breaker. And people are trying to knock you off your path. 1133 on the clock timer. But see, what these people don't seem to get and or understand is that this path was purposed in our design by the Most High. And when they try to deflect and defact that, it's not us that you're coming against. You ain't got it like that and never did, hun bun. Make no mistake, you're coming against the divine and it's chosen. Oh wow. Yeah. There's nothing basic or ordinary about you. This is showing in the reverse. Okay, so either people don't believe this about us and that's fine and dandy, but it's the truth about them. Because if you had it like that, you wouldn't have to try so hard in order to attain it. And then certainly not maintain it. Calibrate from within. Fem masculine. Yeah. Calibrate from within. Don't rely on another bitch to tell you if you're in alignment or not. Please don't do that. Calibrate from within and then go to the Most High for confirmation, okay? I want to get the forecast of this spiritual energy, numerology, and dice. I'm being led to go this way. So 5 on red, upcoming changes for your highest good and expansion. 5th house energy, Leo and the Sun. Romance, fun, and play, and that makes sense because this dice is red. The color red could be significant. Romance, fun, and play. Creativity. Energy. Exposing things done in the dark. Okay, dark room is here. Initial channel messages. 2 on the blue. Union, companionship, partnership energy, 2nd house energy, Taurus and Venus. Sensuality, focus, stubborn, steadfastness. Okay, 2nd house energy, Taurus, Venus. Definitely heavy on the relationship energy. Confirmation, thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, and 6, final dice, finding and maintaining balance, which is subjective to each individual. So, the balance that works for me will not work for you necessarily. And if it is somewhat similar, it still may need to be calibrated. Not by outside external forces or energies, but from within. How can others tell you what's best for you when they don't know what's best for them? You dig what I'm saying? So why would we listen to other people who are not affecting their own positive change in their life? You know a tree by the fruit it bears. So look what is being born of the tree that is trying to shake your limbs and uproot you. Please hear what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If it resonates. And if it doesn't, then leave it. I want to go ahead to some water energy. Water oracles, Holy Spirit. Isle of Avalon. Healing. Returning to wholeness. Transformation. Into the unknown. Into the unknown. Underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears into the unknown. Facing your fears into the unknown. Underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. The wishing well. Unexpected gifts, kindness, karmic jewels. Into the unknown. The unknown is the wishing well. Isle of Avalon. So, femme masculine, divine and chosen ones, light workers, healers, earth angels, starseeds, alchemists, shamans, empaths, who are on the trajectory toward alignment and enlightenment. The unknown for us is this wishing well by the name of, or known as, the Isle of Avalon. It's unknown to us because so many have come against us to keep us from our destiny in past and present life existences. Okay, reincarnation. Stagnant. Didn't I just say they tried to hold us from our destiny, present and past lives? Y'all saw this just flip over. 2 cards just flipped over. We have stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. Planetary wave, soul mission, trust the inner call, soul team. I heard sage, very wise, wise in wisdom. W-I-W, wise in wisdom. W-I-W. Okay, whatever. So yeah, at the bottom of the deck, ride the waves. Life lessons and growth. You will get through this, so ride the wave. Okay, a spiritual energy surfer. Surfing the waves. Spiritual, energetical surfer. Alrighty. So you're surfing the waves because you're a spiritual, energetical surfer. And there's issues taken about this because someone doesn't know how to ride the waves. The waves of this spiritual ocean. And since they don't know how to ride the waves of this spiritual ocean, they try to ride on your wave, okay? They try to jump aboard on your board, but they can't boogie with your beat. Yeah, action. 17 in the energy oracle. Breaks down to an 8. 8th house energy, Scorpio and Mars. Loss and death. Physical and metaphysical. Something about beta, excuse me. Meta, beta, alpha, omega, quarantine, I'm hearing. Quarantine. Serendipitous is what I'm hearing as well. Hey girl, serendipitous. Serendipity. Deputy. Okay? Serendipitous. Serendipitous, yeah. Occurring or discovered by chance in a happy or beneficial way. Serendipitous. And while we're here, let me go ahead and pull up this spirit number 526 and see what the messages are here for Femasculine, including myself, Divine and Chosen Ones. 526. 2121 on the clock timer. A team of undercover agents working behind the scenes to bring in justice. Angel number, spirit number 526 expresses change, transformation, and new opportunities here. Okay? From this good old search engine called Google. Google could be significant. Google. Goggles, something about goggles. So somebody needs goggles to see underwater, but you don't. It's something like that. Marine life. Angel number, spirit number 526 is a message to have faith and trust in the benevolence of the universe. The angels are overseeing current life changes and want you to know that all is going to divine plan. Know that these important changes are ensuring that improvements and advancement take place in your life, bringing you in alignment with your life purpose and soul mission. Angel number, spirit number 526 is a sign that changes you are currently making will bring many new opportunities into your life. Have faith and trust that all of your monetary and material needs will be taken care of as you take advantage of the opportunities on offer. However, trust your intuition and the guidance from the angels in regard to the next steps to take. Don't rely on outside external forces in regard to the next step to take in your life. Listen to your intuition. We have access to vast spiritual knowledge and wisdom that can guide us in practical ways. But it is up to us, not them, us, not them, to take the time and make the effort to tap into that wellspring of wisdom and listen. You can hear, but it's not always listening. You can hear, but you're not always listening. Listening requires intent to understand. Listening requires intent to understand, whereas hearing, you're just hearing it. Okay, you can hear something, but you don't want to hear it, and therefore you're not paying attention to it, but you're still hearing it. Listening requires intent to understand. Listening requires intent to understand. Deceit. You hear things, but you listen, and you understand the deceit of it all. Deceit was at the bottom of the deck. Confirmation. Ooh. See, first chakra, Archangel Michael, protection in the reverse. Somebody's they're not protected. They have no covering. This action that they took, from a black and white perspective, they didn't see the in-between, so somebody's not looking at the in-between. The gray area, which is the spiritual realm. In this case, oops, what's this? The world. The world is your oyster. The world is at your feet. It's in the upright. 29 is the number on the card, breaks down to 11. So this is teams, groups, colleagues in 11th house energy. You could be a master number 11, a master intuit, who has mastered and continues to master your intuition on all levels. The colors red and maroon could be significant. Bottom of the deck, second chakra, Archangel Ariel, in the upright. Archangel Ariel primarily known as the angel of nature and is associated with the protection and healing of the earth. Heavy healing vibes, so earth and water energy. All elements, each element has their own healing as well as destructive properties. So something about earth properties of earth, properties of water. So somebody could have property on land and on water. Something like that. What's this property on land and water, Holy Spirit, as we engage in tarot? Holy Spirit, inform us what we need to know about this property aspect regarding land and water, earth and water energy, elements of earth and water. Okay, the water could be hitting earth, land, Six of Wands in the upright. Powered by the energy of Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Public reward. Somebody's getting their accolades here. On land and in water. Somebody's getting their accolades here, publicly. This is not something that's hidden, that's unknown. This is something out loud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. That type of energy. A rally of some sort. Okay? A culmination of something that is long overdue but is in divine time. This transformative energy with death coming in the upright. Scorpio energy. Now, looking at the depiction of this card here, there's someone who wants this public reward and recognition that's coming in for you, and they want it for themselves. They want that reward, that energy to somehow transform them into something that they're not, because they didn't do the earnest work. Three of Cups in a reverse. So it's a group of furies, if you will. I'm getting feminine energy here, but it could be male or female gossipers. Men and women who like to talk shit about other people, but keep their shit hidden under wraps. And this is one of the intentions or reasons why they do this, is so that they can deflect their own shadows. Okay? But see, they're being isolated anyway. So this is a group of people that gang up together, and they talk. But they're not going to be able to walk the walk here with the Three of Cups in the reverse. Okay, separation. Okay, they're not going to be able to participate in this celebration. This rewards these accolades. This Three of Cups is directly under in the reverse, is directly under the Six of Wands in the upright. Yeah, King of Wands, it was seen in the upright. Yeah. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This could be you, your spirit guides, or an external energy. Quite frankly, it's all of the above. If you're in alignment with this reading, seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing the big picture, seeing the outer and inner mechanisms, and how everything is working separately but yet together at the same time, even if on opposing ends of the spectrum. Ooh. It has something to do with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, male or female. Yeah, this King of Wands is seeing this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse in action. Greed. I'm hearing manipulation, materialism, judging someone based on face values. This Queen of Pentacles is in the Knight of Sword energy in the reverse. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Action. So somebody with Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, male or female, could be attacking someone verbally, mentally, okay, or even physically. Okay, metal, iron is some sort of weapon here. Weapon of mass destruction is what I'm hearing. Let's see. Holy Spirit, what else here? Oh yeah, they done missed an opportunity. Somebody done fucked up. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. That's why they can't go to the celebration. They don't get no backstage passes on this one. They missed their chance. Yeah, with a Nine of Pentacles energy in the upright at the bottom of the deck, with somebody who's independent. 32 on the clock timer, so that's 5:55. Yeah, they can't. Yeah. I was about to say they can't compete. That's the word that was coming out of my mouth, but I was intending to say complete. So they were competing for the completion of this competition on their end, but see, they're not on this path, the sacred path. That's not the path that they're on. They're on a 33:03 on the clock timer, so 333 confirmation. Spirit is agreeing. Their path is on destruction. They're all about destruction, okay? So, sorry about that for masculine. Yeah, these people are all about destruction. That's the path they're on. You're on your sacred path, okay? So I want to see what's... One moment. Okay, so yeah, path of destruction. They live for destruction because they can't create themselves. Okay, so they can't create alone. Seven of Wands, what I say at the bottom of the deck, in the reverse. Okay, so they can't defend, they can't protect some sort of action. They can't defend while they're trying to destroy something. They have no defense. Okay, they're trying to battle something, they're trying to antagonize something, but they don't have the strength nor the energy to win this battle, is what I'm saying. A Queen of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, male or female. This is somebody who's emotionally unintelligent, imbalanced. Okay, if they have spiritual gifts, they don't use them correctly, or they can be barren to their gifts and emotions. This is somebody who doesn't care about other people but want folk to give a fuck about them. No, that's a no. Yeah, lovers. Some sort of issue because somebody is coming together in equal give and take reciprocity. I'm hearing determination. So somebody is confirmation, determination. Somebody is determined to end this union, or this union is determined to come into actualization. I'm hearing foothills in the south hills. Yeah, 10 of Wands in the upright. This is what's causing an issue because you heard the trumpet sound and you were answering your call. This union, this lover's energy, Gemini is answering the call. It's part of the divine plan. It's seen, it's known, and they still want to obstruct it. Oh yeah, 6 of Wands again in the upright. They cannot obstruct it. XVI. Okay, I'm hearing Special Victims Unit, Law and Order, Special Victims Unit, SVU. Okay? XVI. SVU XVI. Okay? Ex-spy. Somebody's an ex-spy. So if somebody was spying on you, or if someone sent someone to spy on you, then they're an ex-spy now. They're on your side. Yeah, Page of Cups in the upright. They see you as a blessing with pinpoint accurate intuition. Yeah, fish could be significant here. Look there. Pisces. I'm getting Pisces energy. Fish in a bowl. Look at this depiction though. Oh yeah, 3 eyes. This is giving me third eye energy. Look at that. You see how this vessel here is holding this fish in a bowl. So it's like it's honing in on the intuitive ingenuity of the fish in water. Okay, water's energy. Come on now, intuition now. But look at the fish eye and this man's eye. Baby, they are looking directly at you or the situation at hand. And it's seen clearly. The fish looking like, what the fuck? And the dude looking like, yeah, I see it too. And somebody's pissed. Because somebody is taking some sort of action, yeah. Trying to boogie on the wave of somebody else. What else, Holy Spirit? 4 swords in the reverse, restlessness. They tried to lay something to rest, but they couldn't. And now they can't rest. They will have no rest. Huh. Drive-by, I'm hearing drive-by. Somebody's trying to do a drive-by energetically. Oh, I remember the days. Back home in Chicago on 63rd and Honorary, well, drive-bys were frequent. Knight of Wands. But we're fearless, and you're fearless now. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. You're fearless now. Yeah. But you got a light. You're looking at something. Your light within is illuminating what's about. This lack of protection. Fuck around and find out. Oh, what was that? Let's see here. King of Sword. Oh, wow. In the upright. I stopped here because that's... and let me take this here. Because these... I'm going to take this one too. Because these 3 are in the upright. Okay? So, somebody's going to be left with nothing. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. For the sacrifice that somebody tried to make, or a sacrifice that you made, the sacrifice of self. Strange fruit. King of Sword in the upright. So that's action. Militant action. Ogun energy. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Archangel Michael energy. This could be the judicial system taking some sort of action against propaganda. This could be you in divine masculine warrior energy, or an authority of the divine male or female. Mind over heart energy. So you're not allowing your heart to make a decision that needs to be made, and this is a spiritually practical decision, because you're very intelligent, very aware. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is some sort of obsession over somebody's work. Robbing the cradle is what I'm hearing. Robbing the cradle. So somebody either has stolen something from you, or is in the process of trying to steal something from you that you gave birth to. Robbing the cradle. Baby snatching, in other words. Robbing the cradle. Robbing the cradle for a new label. So this is all about material. That's all they want, is the material effect of things. But see, when the material evaporates, as it will, what then? What then? I'll tell you what then. Three of Swords in the reverse. For some, it's healing. If you do the work. Otherwise, you're rotting from the inside, festering wound. Is what I'm hearing. Mind, body, and soul, festering wound. Yes, Holy Spirit. Tower, manifested outcomes. Tower. Destruction. See, this foundation that was built, it was built on lies, egregiousness, malice, hurt, harm, and danger. Four Wands in the reverse, home conflict. Tower. Destruction, home conflict, earthquake. Now, I'm not sure I can say that this was an earthquake or not, but I felt my bed shaking. California, they have earthquakes, but I'm new to this phenomenon. Even though I lived here before, and even if I did experience an earthquake, it wasn't recognizable to me, because somebody asked me the other day, did you feel the earthquake? I said, we had an earthquake? I didn't know. Unless shit is it didn't destroy anything, so I don't know. I guess. But the sun, something is being revealed here, or you could be a Leo. Okay? Yeah, the sun is King Leo. Where? The number on the card is 19, breaks down to a 10, completion, 10th house energy, professional path. The tower is 16, breaks down to a 7, how we relate to and choose relationships, collaborations, partnerships. Ooh, look here, 7 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, whatever this sun energy is successful in and exposing, they can't defend against it because it's the truth. We ain't lying over here, it's the motherfucking truth. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Low value, low standards, low self-esteem, low morale, low everything, low vibrational. That's why they can't get no rest. Okay. 4 of Cups in the upright. Wow. Disconnectedness. No wonder why we sever ties and cut cords. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't finna do that. You ain't finna wow on our time and energy. Sever ties and cut cords. Disconnectedness. And they feel the disconnect. They know it. 4404 was on a clock timer. 444. You meditate more You know your foundation is protected. Come what may. Try it if you want, bitch. But this shit over here is protected. 4416. Something about April 16th. You could be seeing variations of 416. It's significant here. Is there an area code 416? Let me see. I'd be curious. So 416 area code. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Canada is significant. Ontario and Toronto, 416. Okay, that's 11. It breaks down to 11. So there's a team or group of individuals in Toronto, Ontario, Canada that's doing work. Hey, what kind of work they doing? It remains to be seen, but it has something to do with the Two of Cups in the upright. So we got the Two of Cups and Lovers, both in tarot, both in the upright. This relationship, whatever this is, it is good. I'm not going to use the word perfect because there's going to be contrasting challenges as well. But this shit here is what I'm trying to say. It's meant to be. It's written. And whoever this energy is for, when you come into union, 45 on the clock timer, 99. It's significant, breaks down to 18 and back to 9. Multiples of 9. 999. Okay, everything is fine with this shit right here. Oh yeah, this is going to be a lovely experience. I'm hearing it already is. So even though you all may be in union or coming into union physically, energetically you're already there and you're enjoying this union. The Chariot in the reverse, and somebody is pissed off. They're revving up to do something, but they can't take off. Okay, Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, you know how he powers up and then zooms off. Zoom is significant. This person or people, they gearing up to do something, but they can't do it. So you revving up all this energy. 4640. 10-4. Okay, that's 10-4. Copy that. 46-46 on the clock timer. 10-10. Something is done. It's completed. Okay, yeah. Okay. They revving up, but they can't do nothing. Yeah, 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because they was trying to dominate something. Some resources. Yeah, Death, 13 in the upright. Yeah, it's Scorpio vibes. It's transforming. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. And they mad. You hear that? Didn't I just say? You heard that, right? Revving up, but they can't do nothing about it. Okay. Let's get some keywords here, Holy Spirit. Adaptation. How do you say it? Yeah, octopus here is significant. I want to go to the book on this one. Let's see here. If this book is... Okay, it's over there. I'm not going to get up. Okay. Well, no, it's... Oh, that's the other book. Okay. So the book I was referring to is right here. So let's go ahead to the book. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have adaptation. Octopus energy. So let's see here. Octopus. Octi. Doc Ock. So Spider-Man could be significant. As I say Spider-Man, look it right there. As I'm flipping the page of Spider. So spiders, something about spiders. You could be seeing spiders. Somebody's weaving a web, but energetically, seeing spiders are actually good luck. That's why I don't kill them no more. And I used to be terrified of spiders. They're still not my favorite thing. But I'm not scared of them anymore. Okay. Octopus adaptation. This card represents adapting to new situations, flexibility, and adjustment. Octopus or octopi are fascinating, intelligent creatures with the ability to adapt their bodies in many ways, from camouflaging themselves by changing the color of their skin to mimicking the movement of other marine life to squeezing in and out of incredibly tight spaces. Listen to the word for masculine. They are even capable of leaving the water for a time to avoid predators. Much like the salamander, octopi are regenerative creatures, capable of regrowing limbs and can disguise themselves with shells and sea debris to avoid detection. This card symbolizes adapting to your surroundings with ease and agility. It is the ability to think on your feet and outside the box. And this is, one of the many issues that people want to keep you in a box, but you keep escaping it. We don't think outside the box. We break the bitch. Breaking the box. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's simply what it is. Adaptation. We may not always like the environments we're in, but we can certainly adapt to it, okay? And in some shape, form, or fashion, we provide to the environment that we're in. Okay? Provide provision. Something about providing provisions. What else, Holy Spirit? Keywords. Providing provisions. Providing provisions. Ooh. Create. Yeah. Providing for those who can't create on their own. Wow. Create in the reverse. So somebody can't create what you provide. Okay, yeah. So that explains this Knight of Pentacle, or confirms it, because I said it. But this is confirmation here, yeah. Trying to ride your wave because they can't ride it themselves. Yeah, or create the wave. Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, grow in the reverse. Wow. They can't create, therefore they can't grow. Let me write that down. Where'd that pen go? They can't create, therefore you can't grow. And this is for everybody. If you can't create, then you can't grow. Stagnant waters. Okay? All this back and forth. Okay, they want you to know that they're present. Okay, we see you. We see you. Don't worry about it. We see you. Okay? They want to be acknowledged, recognized, or something like that. Yeah, here. Believe in the reverse. They don't believe here. Okay? Care in the reverse. They don't care, nor do we. Okay? How about that? Okay, we don't get no fuck. We don't get no fuck. We want to destroy them. We don't get no fuck because it ain't gonna happen. The skies in the reverse. We see you, like I said. The skies don't work. We see you. Okay, family in the reverse. Okay, yeah, karmic family. This ain't your family. This ain't your tribe. Or somebody ain't got no family. Okay, something like that. Orphaned. Or somebody got orphaned by their ancestors. Why? Because they won't listen. Yeah, freedom. What I say? Freedom. Freedom. Providing freedom. Yeah, okay. Wisdom at the bottom of the deck. It's upright, okay? Something about the dream catcher. Somebody's trying to manipulate your dreams so you won't heal, but you see them. There's something about these third eye. You see that owl on those suits. Yeah, okay. I want to do... Oop. At least two fell out. So let's see what these are. Oh, shit. Okay, okay, that's wisdom and heal. Okay, they're not wise. Okay, so it's the same two cards that I just talked about, but in opposite direction now. Okay, you heal. Oh wow, this is peace over here. Okay, peace. You're peaceful. Peace within, a peace that passes all understanding. Final cards here. I want to go to this story oracle. Let's see here. Oop. Yeah, reversal. Something's being reversed. Reversal of funds, maybe 5404 on the clock timer. 544 could be significant. Let me see if that's an area code. 544. 544 area code. So, okay, it's not an area code there. Okay. Let me see. Let me just double check. Okay, well, this is... Okay, so I guess this is Iowa? I guess it looks like it could be Iowa. Anyway, somebody could be homeless in Iowa, home in the reverse, the bottom of the deck. Let me do a one good shuffle here. Secret revealed. Whatever was kept under lock and key, it has been revealed. Somebody had the key to open the lock. Freedom. Okay? So I wonder who it is that had the key, or is the key. Privacy is key, and somebody's trying to infringe on your privacy. I'm hearing, and in this tone, you have did bad work. On the blood of our names. Banished forever. You can't come back here. Yeah, something like that. Because it wasn't a bright idea. Bright idea in the reverse. Reversal, it wasn't a bright idea. Stupid. Oopie stupid cupid. Something like that. Yeah, the spark in the reverse, they ain't lit. Shit. They ain't too legit. Quit. Something like that, yeah. Hoarder in the reverse, they have to release all that money. They gotta give it back. Okay? And if they can't do it financially, physically, tangibly, then the divine is taking it out in interest. Okay, they said they're taking it by blood. Okay. And they're gonna transmute it. Treasure in the reverse. Everything is pointing to these bitches losing out on money. Okay. Luck is in your favor. Hello. You see that? Luck in the upright Jupiter. Message coming of celebration. I'm dropping the mic on that. Click like, share, subscribe. They didn't notice though. Knowledge in the reverse. Click like, share, subscribe, donate to the channel. Book your sessions. Until next time, I love y'all. Bye.